You ready to go? It's rolling. Hey, John with Joyland Roofing. I'm here at Kensington Square Apartments where we're replacing the roof for the HOA here. And just wanted to kind of show you around and see what goes into a roof replacement for a multifamily complex like this. So before we started the project, this was actually a couple of months ago, I had a meeting with the residents here at this HOA because they had a bunch of questions. So we met with the board and the residents so that everybody's on the same page and everybody knows what's going to happen, knows the schedule, knows kind of the flow of the project. And one of the concerns of the residents was, how are you going to protect my shrubbery? Now, if you haven't seen the other video I did about how we protect shrubbery, that might be a good one to watch. But for the purposes here, we can see we've already done most of our work, and look at the shrubbery. It's still all intact, no broken bushes, the flowers and stuff are still up. And so that's one thing we kind of go to great lengths to make sure we protect it well, because we know that obviously we all love our homes, we want them to look nice and keep everything the way we planted it. Another concern for the residents and the board was ventilation. So they had some ventilation problems here on the previous roofs, and we wanted to get that fixed. So we talked a while about how to vent these roofs properly, and what we came up with was to install an intake vent along the bottom so we can get an increase of air in through the attic space at the bottom and out through the top like it's supposed to be. And I have a video entirely dedicated to roof and attic ventilation, so feel free to watch that also. That'll kind of explain the concept behind ventilation. But all that to say, when you're working with multifamily HOA places like this, we kind of have to go through all the details a step at a time, and it's important that everybody understands what's going to happen from beginning to end, and that's what I try hard to accomplish. So another thing that came up in our meeting with the board here at the HOA was plywood. We had a lot of buckling plywood where the seams were kind of coming out of alignment, and you could see that it looks pretty ugly across the roof on the old roof where the plywood seams were popping and causing ripples in the shingles and leaks. And so that was a unique thing to this property where we are actually taking fasteners and screwing them to the plywood to pull those seams together and make them flush again. So we're doing that across all the plywood seams here, as well as replacing any rotten or damaged plywood, just to make sure that the structure and the roof deck underneath the shingles is in good condition before we actually put the new roof on. So we're about halfway through this HOA project. I'm really happy with how it's going. The crew's doing an awesome job. The board members are happy. We're communicating regularly, and we're looking forward to finishing this up hopefully next week and giving them a great roof.